So normally I only ride the splitters. I've been just trying every other board you guys made me. It's been like a different version of the splitter. So we had like the round tails, the longer, smaller. We even stretched it out to like 6'8". You like, remember that? That's so trustworthy. In real waves like this, that's one of my all-time favorite. It works all the time. Whatever the tail. So like the square tail 5'7", that's the short board. It's kind of still a twin fin, but can be a performance surfboard.
It's not a grovel board. A lot of guys here are pushing them at Uluwatu, Hawaii, North Shore, everywhere. For those of you that like twin fins, the way twin fins perform, you can really push this board. Comes with 3 tails now. This obviously is a squash one, so this is you're just gonna buy one of them and keep it at home. I highly recommend the squash tail one. Real forgiving, really loose, works great in the pocket. It's got my low rails that I've always been doing, which allows this twin fin to perform in bigger surf. The apex on these is really low, and what that does is keeps the board on top of the water, planes at higher speeds, and then also you can engage and initiate more rail in the water and hold that rail line. That's why it performs really well in bigger surf. When you have too blocky of a rail, which you will see in performance boards, how the reel blocking the tail, that whole concept is to get the board on the rail, off the rail really fast. When you taper the rail, the board's gonna wanna roll over on the rail, stay there, and come off slower, and that's what we want in surf at higher speeds and more powerful surf. Also with that low rate though, why this board grovels so well, obviously the broad shoulders and the plant shape, but having that low rail excels at slower speeds because it sits on the water higher and planes faster. So I'm always been a big fan of my low rails, and that's what you get on the Lane Splitter. Again, a little bit of V for forgiveness in the front end. Slight amount of V under the front foot. A lot of twin fins you can perform with a more forward stance a lot, and then obviously pivot back when you go into a turn. But because of the wider outline, the lower rocker, and the rail setup, I found having a little bit of a V on the front foot keeps it nice and lively, just kind of feisty. And then it goes out with a double concave V combination, twin fins set right at the wings. I like setting my fins at the wings just so the board performs off the fin and they have that same pivot point. Good travel board too. If you wanted to have the perfect board bag and you're uncertain of how the surf's gonna be, I'd definitely throw one of these in your board bag. Something in the OP range between a 3 or a 4, and then go up to a Waterlion or a Carrera, and that's just a great 3-board bag. Not my first rodeo.